Hey class, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a nameplate that has a spot for a pencil holder that you can put on your desk, like this one right here. So first we'll click Create New Design. The first thing we'll do is drag out a box here, and if we click on it, I want my box to be 10 millimeters high. So remember, if you click on this center square, then you see this measurement here, 20. I'll just type in 10 and I will press return or enter, and that makes it shorter. But also, let's see, I want it to be actually 80 millimeters wide. So you can see that it's now a rectangular prism. So this is going to be the base of my nameplate. And next I'm going to add text. So I'll come over here to text and numbers, and then I'll just grab this text here. I can move it wherever I'd like. And remember, if you go into this where it says text, and you can delete that and type your name. You can also choose a different font if you like here. Not really sure. I kind of like that. And if I click here, I can see that this is 10 millimeters high. So if this is 10 and this is 10, if I just drag it on top, you won't be able to really see it. So I'm actually going to make this maybe 12 millimeters high, so it's a little bit taller. And then I'll right click so I can see this view. And I know that if I click on this, I'm gonna be able to see it, but I really want to fit it in here. So now I'm gonna move it around, something like this. And if I view it from the side angle, you can see it's going to stick up a little bit. And if I look at the bottom, it doesn't stick all the way through. I'm going to lift it up. I'm going to lift it up even more, because in our last models, sometimes from this angle, everything looked good, but you forgot to look and see that it was flying above. So I gave you some feedback about your models. So now if you click on it and press D, it drops it all the way to the ground. So it's flush with the bottom, just like your rectangular prism. And also now it does stick up 2 millimeters. So I think that is probably good. If I click on the prism right here, I can see that it's 20 millimeters wide, this width here, which is important because now I'll go over here and choose basic shapes. This time I'm going to choose a cylinder. So if I click here, you can see this is 20 by 20. So if I move this over here, I probably am going to move it like this, but if I view it from the top and from the sides, I can see maybe I'm going to come out a little bit. And as I've been printing some of your bookmarks, I've noticed that some of you did not overlap. So for example, you might have touched it right here, but the print failed and this part just fell off because you actually need to overlap it like this. So if I look all around it, I can see that, okay, this looks pretty good. So how is my pencil going to go inside here? Well, we're going to create another cylinder, but this time I am going to make it instead of 20 wide, I'm going to make it I'm going to make it 14 wide, and I'm going to make this 14 wide. So it's much smaller. And instead of a solid, this is actually going to be a hole. So you can see this outline, and let me make this really tall just because the hole can go all the way through for all we care. But now we want to make sure it's kind of in the center. So if I drag it over here, you can see for sure that it's not in the center, which is good because I'm going to select this item and then I'm going to hold shift and I'll select the main cylinder. And so now I've got both things selected. And if I choose this tool, which is the align tool, you can see there's different points to align it to. But what I think I want is this one, because this one will move it into the center that way. And then if I click here, it's going to move it into the center. And now from above, you can see that the hole is all the way in the center. And it looks like my hole goes all the way down, but I'm still going to select my hole and just drive it down a little bit more. You can see that it goes all the way through, which is fine because this is going to sit on your desk. And now if I select everything, I can click and drag and do Control G, or you can just click here on the group tool. Now you can see my name is here, and you can see that I've made this pencil holder, and now I can put my pencil in there. You can do other things if you want to add a design here. You want to make your name a little bit smaller. But the most important thing is it's got to be flush. There has to be a lot of overlap here. And you have to make sure that the bottom is flat. Otherwise, it won't print. So you can try to add some other personal elements if you'd like. I made one where the hole was a little bigger and it did not stick up enough, and when I put a pencil in, it kind of tipped the nameplate over, so I made this a little thicker. But as I'm remembering, I want to make this a little bit thicker. So you might remember I can select everything by clicking and dragging, or I can press Control A, and I'll actually click here to ungroup so that I can click on this. And I'll click here, and I might make this even 30. And then I'm going to Control A to select everything and Control G to group everything. And now I still have the same nameplate, but the tower for the pencil is a little higher. And the width was a little bit too narrow on my old one, so I think this will be fine. And now you have your nameplate. So when you're done here, you're going to want it automatically saves, but then you can click on, well, you can click up here and name your file. And then if you click on Tinkercad, you can see it's saving in the bottom left-hand corner. And then it puts me back to my dashboard, and you can see here's my new nameplate right here. And you can click on Set Properties, and you can make it public, and you can save changes. And now when you click on it, you can click on this link and copy it and turn that link in on Google Classroom, and I will print the designs as you finish them. We will run out of class time, but you can work on them anytime you like. Just tell me, hey, Mr. P, I finished one of my designs, and I'll start printing again. Good luck.